Hello everyone, it is Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another CAD tutorial. Today I have decided to create a background for a Christmas card again because we're in the Christmas season. And this time I wanted to do something a little different instead of the usual, just a 5.5 by 4.25 and then just pasting it on to a card base. I decided to cut it down or utilize it otherwise. So with this one, I will explain everything that I did before. And of course, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I am always happy when I see someone subscribing to my YouTube channel, and thank you for those of you who are still with me and who have subscribed recently. I truly appreciate it. Without you, I can no longer do these videos, and of course I will not have an audience, which of course I do appreciate. So with this video, let's get started. This is again a white 65-pound cardstock that I would be utilizing. However, I decided to color it up to tie in with the Christmas theme, like red and black, if you can see that, and I'll explain how that was done. And I'm going to use that to do die cutting and also embossing and create a design to put at the front of my green 110-pound cardstock. So what I did when I first started, I used two different shades of Distress Oxide ink. One is a fired brick and the other one is a crackled campfire. They are very close, but you can kind of see one is lighter and one is darker. So you can, see the differentiating, colors in a way. And once I blended everything in, I used my water sprayer there and I got it spritzed in, so you can kind of see just the little water spots in between. Then I used black soot. I kind of smudged it on this mat here and I tapped it on. Now if you notice and you look closer, you'll see like lines in there. Now I say, how did that happen? This is actually tape, masking tape. I think that's what they call that. I forgot. Blue masking tape that I used to put over a laminated white sheet that I was using previously, and it got so messed up. I decided to just cover it with this. So when I started dabbing onto the black, what happened is wherever there was a line or however I moved it or turned it, it produced those nice lines there. And I thought that was just so neat. It just gave it something a little different. So now that we have that and you see how I arrived at this, I'm going to go ahead and do the next step. I want to use those some hearts here in order to cut out from this design that I did here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this out on my Momenta Freestyle manual cutting machine, really. And I'm going to just lay there just out some hearts, just randomly, no specific style or anything, because that's what I'm going to use to cut out what I would like. So now that I have those on here, I'm going to go ahead and get it cut out, and once that is done, then I will go to the next step. I'm going to set this aside here for a moment. Again, this is my Momenta Freestyle. I like this one. Not that I don't love my Cuttlebug anymore, but this one you either have two plates for either embossing or for die cutting. And sometimes I'm not always up to wanting to, do the Cuttlebug with all the different plates and the mats and everything like that. So yes, I have decided to use the Momenta for a little bit, and it has been very helpful. So I have these hearts cut out. Okay, so here you go. If I can get it out, that would be good. It's kind of stuck in there. Not sure why. It could be because of not sure why it's stuck in there, but it's coming out. Okay, there you go. So here's the first heart. Let's get the rest out. And just this little one here. Okay, I think I have everything out. So I'm going to set this this aside here, and this can be used for another card as well. You know, I can still use this, you know, so instead of throwing everything away, there's always something you can do. So you see, that's another card right there. Just an idea. Okay. Now I have those. What I will be doing with the big heart at this time, and let me just set those down here for a moment, is I am going to be attaching some pieces of it's like kind of scrap, but at the same time not exactly scrap, but it was from a die cut that I had, that I had those pieces cut out, and instead of throwing them, I decided to keep them. What I will do is, with my glue, I am going to go ahead and use those wavy things and make some kind of pattern on here on the big one. So I believe I will start from let's see, I want to see which is the best. Maybe I'll go, yeah, I will go ahead and just, you know, make a nice little pattern on there. So let me go ahead and get that stuck in. Let's start the first one. Okay, so you can see where I'm going with this. I'm going to go ahead and get the other stuck on, and however it comes out, it is fine with me. Just playing around with scraps. So far so good. I trust everyone had an awesome week, and that everyone is safe, had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and those of us who have traveled, able to spend some quality time with family. That is long overdue. Now, once I am done doing this, I'm going to actually be doing one more thing with it once I get it fixed up nicely. Almost done, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Almost done. So I'm just really experimenting with this right now. So you can see. I'm just going to put the last one here. Now, if you notice, I have this here, just a nice little pattern. I'm going to go ahead right now and just cut out the extra pieces or the extra lengths that I have here so I can possibly complete the design. Now, this is kind of tricky because the way I have this done, I have to be careful when cutting out the one in the center because of where it's lying. So that's another thing we need. You see right here, it's lying kind of right in the center. So let me see if I can get it through this way. Let's see. Okay, good. I was able to get it. So I was able to get it here, and I'm going to take one more piece so that I can get on the edge. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. So this is basically what we have here. Now, again, it's just no fancy pattern. It's just very simple. But I was trying to find a way to utilize the pieces that I have and also just to tie in with the Christmas theme. So this is just what this is. Now that I have this done, I am now going to use the embossing side of this here. Let me set that aside, and I'm going to emboss the pieces. This is a Tim Holtz rose, I would say, or floral pattern. I forgot what it is called, but again, it's Tim Holtz. So I'm just trying to figure out which is okay. So I will lay this on this side along with the other heart so I can get some kind of um, dimension or something on there to give the card a little extra boost. I'm just going to stick those little ones in there, just anywhere really. Okay, I'm going to close this off, and let's go ahead and do this one here. So this is the embossing plate for this one. It's a lighter plate, and that's fine. So now I'm going to run this through here. Set this aside again. Let's see. Okay, so you can see the pattern on here, the leaf, the nice rose pattern. So that's what I wanted to achieve. I'm just going to get out the others if I can find them. Oh, there they are. Kind of was stuck to the top of that because they're so teeny tiny. Okay, so let's get this aside again so I can go ahead and finish this off. Now I'm going to take the card here, my 110-pound card base, and I'm going to start, perhaps, just sticking at random, but I want to center this for a reason, because I want to put something on the end here. So I believe I will bring this more this way. Let me see. Maybe I can have it maybe in the center. Yeah, maybe in the center, although I can bring it down on the side. Yeah, maybe the side might work. Yeah, I think I prefer down in the corner just to be different. So let's go ahead and get that stuck on. Now at the back here also has patterns, but I want to use the other side here, which is, the indented area here. And it just these, really depending on which side you want to use, that's fine as well. I'm just making sure I have a hefty amount of glue, and then I'm going to go ahead and just get it stuck right here on the bottom. And again, this is a 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, and then I will go ahead and get this done here. Just do a nice little something. Let's see how this goes, because I can actually get them this way, right this way, and maybe that little EDBD. Let me see, this one might be a little bigger than the last one, so let's stick it in here. So we can do this. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that stuck as well. And it doesn't have to be this way. You can have it stuck any way you want. You can have it anywhere on the paper. It doesn't have to be in a line. It doesn't have to be anything, but just playing around with some stuff right now. And I do like the texture with this, so it definitely does, instead of just a usual flat pieces, it definitely gives it some texture, which is good. Okay, so this would be the part. Well, it's not quite done yet, but you can see there is, some sort of dimension. It's not just flat. It's nice and, looks really nice as far as, having a nice little floral pattern on them. And then, that completes that design. Now I'm going to go ahead here. I do have a couple of things here that I would like to utilize. First of all, there is this, there's just different little things. So I'm going to use the festive wishes right now, and I'm going to use it and put it up in the upper left corner. Okay. Festive wishes. I'm going to offset it a little bit. So it, of the festive wishes. And sometimes I have, over time, I pick up all these little, you know, embellishments from the stores when they have sales. And then when the time comes, it's like, what should I do with those now? So this is a good time. I can go ahead and take this 25th right here. I can stick it right on the bottom, right here. Okay, that's another option, but I don't think I like it. Never mind. Let's see what else we can utilize. We can use this here, which is the car on the Christmas tree. That's another thing we can do. We can just go ahead and just get it stuck. Maybe on top of here, just somewhere, because I'm trying to find the best place to utilize it. It can go here, or it can just, stand on its own right here. Okay, so this can actually be, by itself, standalone, just keep it simple, use embellishment, sorry, or this can be removed and moved somewhere else. It's really up to you. But thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you guys next week, Sunday. Stay safe and do have an awesome, awesome week. Bye-bye.